Hey guys, I am back. I'm back and I got a story idea that's not too whack. But yeah, it's actually not a story time, but I'm gonna talk about my anxiety and how I'm overcoming. And I can't say overcame because I'm not there yet, but I'm overcoming, baby. So that's what we're gonna talk about while I braid my hair. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know, y'all go take a look at some of my previous videos. Y'all will see that I suffer with, or I used to suffer with severe anxiety. Yeah, I used to be afraid of a lot of things, or sometimes even nothing. Like, I would just be at random places and I would be terrified. I would feel unsafe. I had like panic disorder kind of. And I would get a lot of disassociation. You should really watch some of my older videos on that. It explains what disassociation is. There's two of them. There's one that's called, one of my old videos called Anxiety. Let's talk about it. I'll try to link it in the description down below. If not, I also have one called Borderline Personality Disorder. Let's talk about it. And I explain again what disassociation is, or at least what it is to me. So yeah, disassociation, I suffered a lot with that. And anxiety, of course, panic, fear, all of that. I suffered a lot with that. It was an everyday thing. I could look at you and smile in your face, and you would never know that I was having a panic attack on the inside. Like, I think that's what they call high functioning anxiety. I could look you dead in your eye and smile and have like the wildest conversations, and I'm not there. I'm there, but I'm not there. Like, I'm having a major panic attack on the inside. And you would just never know. Unless you like truly, truly, truly know me, then you might be able to possibly get a hint sometimes. But my gosh, a lot of the times I would take pictures or do videos and I was so happy. And everybody's like, yo, that's the happiest I've ever seen you. Or that's the best picture of you I've ever seen. I'm like, if only you knew what was underneath that smile. Like, the best picture or the happiest they see me, one of my most liked pictures, I was smiling so hard. Maybe, no, this is unedited, so I cannot post the picture, but yeah, there was a picture that I took where I was smiling from ear to ear. I looked so happy, and I told the person, I'm like, you would never believe how I broke down behind that smile, or right before I took that picture. I remember that day very well. I had a huge panic attack right before I took that picture. It was ridiculous. It was scary. And you would never guess that. No tears were in my eyes in that picture. No sense of fear. I looked like I've never had a worry in my life. Y'all. It was crazy. And that's the way I would be in real life. I would smile super hard. Girl, you look so happy. How you always so happy all the time? I'm not. But I'm not, trust me. I think I've just felt so much pain in my life sometimes that I'm not able to process bad feelings sometimes. probably didn't make sense the way it came out. But like, for example, sorry. For example, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, for example, like I could be in physical pain, like my body be hurting me, and yeah, people will know my body's hurting me sometimes, but like the amount of pain, I'll be having a conversation before anybody know. But like, hey, yeah, so how's your weekend? Da, 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 da. How was mine? Well, I felt and busted my beep. And I felt in this many places, and this hurt, and that hurt. They're like, what? But you're smiling. I'm like, yeah, life goes on. But you're in pain. Yes, I am. I sure am. I ain't gonna deny that. I fell. Maybe I should have done a story time on that. I fell, man. And I was in some serious pain. But I don't know. I think, y'all might think I'm weird for saying this stuff. But to me, and I don't mean it in any kind of weird way, but to me, feeling physical pain is easier than feeling emotional or mental pain, or yeah, it's easier than feeling that kind of pain for me. I could deal with that. I'm not saying like I'm willingly going to. No, I'm just saying like, I'd rather, I shouldn't say that, but falling and like skinning your knee, or, yes, falling and skinning your knee, maybe hurting your back for a day or two, is a lot easier to deal with than all that mental crap, all that emotional pain. I'd so much rather deal with that. Not that I'd rather not fall at all. Yeah, y'all, if y'all want to hear the story time, okay. Yeah, so I was walking home from a doctor's appointment, and okay, y'all, yes, I still sometimes get anxiety, and that's a perfect example. I was having anxiety while I was walking home, so I had my phone in my hand, and honestly, I was literally like 2 blocks away, not even, but it's just like, there's certain places I could do a 15-minute walk or an 18-20-minute walk home from work, and I'll be okay, which I'll talk about that after. I wasn't always okay, but I could do a 20-minute walk home from work, no problem, and I'll actually feel good about it sometimes. However, that 10-minute walk or less from my doctor's appointment to my house scared the crap out of me. Why? For the mere reason that I took a different direction. It's not the usual way that I go. First of all, it's the first time seeing this person, and the direction that I walked was different. I know it's probably retarded. It's probably like difficult for a lot of y'all to understand that. Y'all probably like, what is wrong with this girl? No, when things are not the same sometimes than my normal, what I'm used to, it gives me a bit of anxiety. But anyways, so I was walking home, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm almost there, I'll be fine. And so I'm there. I tried to call somebody, but they didn't have their phone on them, so they didn't answer or whatever. I'm like, okay. Still had my phone in my hand. And I decided to listen to some music. Some nice, calming, soothing music. And I pressed play, started walking, and I fell. Boom. Fell forward. I'm like, what? I guess the sidewalk was really high. And I wasn't looking where I was going because I was just like trying to run home so that I'd be home quick. So I don't have to deal with it because I was disassociated, which I hadn't for a long time. So I'm just like, okay, I know what this is. I know I'm disassociating, but let me just run home before it gets worse. So that's what I did. Couldn't run no more. Fell flat. Pow. Flat forward. Normally the old me would get up like in 10 seconds and just brush myself off and make sure nobody saw me and go on about my business. However, damn, that fall hurt, y'all. That fall really hurt. I skinned my elbow. I skinned my knee. I got up, my finger was bleeding. I'm being exaggerating. No, not really exaggerating. It was bleeding. But it was like the side of my thumb. Inside the nail. Y'all can't see it anyways, but right here was bleeding. So I guess I just scraped it up. I thought I sprained it because it was hurting the first day. I was hurting to move it. But anyways, I cleaned it all up. And it felt a lot better. But yeah, I was telling you, when I was down on the ground, I was there for like a good minute before I was able to get up. I think I'd like knocked the wind out of myself. It was terrible. I felt like real busted. And I just remember like, I'm like, okay, so are we okay today? Are we okay? Or are we not? Because we want to be okay, but are we okay? We're not moving. I felt like everybody seen that fall. And I'm just like, wait. I guess gone are the days when anybody asks you if you're okay. Because nobody asked me. I feel like everybody just stared at me and then walked on by. I guess that's the kind of world we live in now. Where everybody just stares at you and walks on by. Thank God I was fine. I was A-okay, y'all. I was A-okay. So yeah, I got up eventually. And I'm just shook. I'm like, what's going on? So I put on my anxiety oils. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. It's part of actually the video. But I put on my oils. And I'm like, yo, girl, get it together. You are fine. What is wrong with you? I'm like, why you acting like this? I'm like, you've done this before. I'm like, you know where you are. You know who you are. Like, let's just go home. Come on, let's go. So, took my butt home. And I was in pain. Went upstairs to my mom. And I just took a shower. And just like I felt so... And I was having a really good day. And then, boom, that happened. Because of anxiety. My anxiety knocked me on my butt. Literally. Or on my face, whatever. So, and it was over something so senseless. There was nothing to be afraid of. But it just happened. But I'm giving myself credit because I haven't had a panic attack like that in a long time. I actually wanted to go home in a taxi after that happened. I'm just like, but it was senseless. I was literally only a couple steps away. And I'd probably have to walk further to catch a taxi and risk being unsafe during these times. And I'm just like, girl, you better just walk yourself home. And that's what I did. I walked my hurting butt home. So yeah. Like I was saying to y'all, my anxiety is subsiding. If I was editing this video, I would put that voice and say, yay! But it's alive. And I have other videos to edit, so. Okay, sorry. I lost my train of thought. Let me just part my hair real quick. I'm getting tired. So yeah, that was my situation. I used to deal with a lot of anxiety in my life. And perfect amount. I said 7 and I did 7 in that row. So yes, how I am overcoming anxiety. Bit by bit, day at a time, minute by minute, hour by hour, second by second. It's something that I'm gonna have to probably live with my whole life. But I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm getting better at, one, not letting it show, and two, controlling it or dealing with it. So, like, I've accepted it. I acknowledge the feelings. So when I'm feeling anxious, I don't try to doubt my anxiety, say, nah, you're not anxious, what's wrong with you? I do that sometimes, but I'm learning how to not do it because it's okay to feel anxious. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. Don't discredit what you're feeling. You feel me? Oh gosh, I really wanted to finish this tonight and I don't think I will. So yeah. It's alright. Okay. So I'm learning how to deal with and control my emotions. And yeah, I still get anxious sometimes, but yeah. How did I overcome it, or how am I overcoming it? So if you've watched a few of my latest videos, Zen Again essential oils, the importance of essential oils. I own a company called Zen Again essential oils. I did this because me personally, I wanted a holistic approach to help, if not end, my anxiety and depression. I didn't want to take medication, and I have nothing against it or anybody who does. I think it's great if you could get the help that you need. Go for it. If you need it, go for it. I probably need it, but I ain't going for it. Me personally. But yeah, I wanted a holistic approach to help me. I was desperate. I was so desperate. And so I found out all about essential oils. I learned how to use them. I learned about them. I learned how to make my own. So I invested in this company. Of course that would happen. I invested in my company. I did a lot of research on it. And now I create blends. Blends of essential oils that help with things like depression, anxiety, seasonal allergies. Sorry, y'all, I'm tired. Depression, anxiety, seasonal allergies, headaches, and insomnia. Basically, I'm so sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. It basically helps with a whole lot of stuff. Basically, almost any problem that you have could be helped. I'm not saying cured 100%, but could be helped with essential oils. But obviously, you have to know what you're doing. You have to study and do your research and all that. And so, yes, I have a business based on that. The website, if you want to check it out, is Zen Again Essential Oils. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. My website is zenagainoils.ca. www.zenagainoils.ca. And yes, you know what? For those of you who reached this far in the video, comment live down below, and I will give you a special discount code if you want to purchase something on my website, purchase some essential oils, and get your own life back in control. So yeah, it's mostly roller. Ooh, could I talk properly? It's mostly roller bottles that I sell. So like I blend the oils into special bottles, and there's a roller bottle at the end. You put it on your skin, and like your wrist, your neck, your temples, sometimes the bottom of your feet. And it's supposed to heal and help you. That's how it really helped me with my anxiety. I would put it on, like I would bring it with me everywhere I go, but especially to work because that's where I had the most anxiety issues. And I would just roll it on. It's nothing you have to be ashamed of, and it's nothing that anybody will even know what you're doing. It's literally a 10 ml bottle, and you're just rolling it on. Depending on the type of bottle you get, I have some that like you could have roll on one side, and a spray on the other. Or I have bottles with roll-on on one side and what do you call it? Something to diffuse. So basically, it's a little. It's a there's two. It's a dual fitment. So you could actually open the bottom part and put the oils in your diffuser. Guess what, y'all? It's probably about 1 o'clock. Your girl's going to bed. I'm gonna put some cornrows in the top part and call it a night. On that note, peace. Thank you for watching. If you watched. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. What am I gonna do with this? I'm probably gonna braid the top. Alright, y'all. Y'all like it so far? I like it. Okay, I'm going to bed, y'all. Good night. Much love to y'all. Bye.